go guys, I'm the Rascal. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a quick little card game that I learned just the other day over at my girlfriend's house and how it's played. Like I said, I was going to be doing board game reviews here and there, so I wanted to show this one while it's still fresh in my mind. It's a 10 to 20 minute game, and let me get to it. Alright, so this is Love Letter, Court the Royal Princes of Tempest. Now you guys are going to be seeing it. It might be a little shaky because I'm shooting it with my my phone here. I learned how to play this game yesterday, or 2 nights ago. It's a really simple game. It doesn't take very long to play. But it's kind of cool. So get the rule book. So I got to play with one other person, and I'll show you how simple this game was to learn and play. I do recommend playing this game. It is one of 3 in a series. You have 8 cards in the deck, 8 different kinds, So the way this works, with 2 people, the way I learned how to play it, let's get my keyboard out of the way. Okay, so, doing this one-handed, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So I learned how to play this game with 2 people, which was fairly simple. So, there is 16 cards here. It doesn't seem like much. And they all have an ability on the bottom. Like I said, this game is super fast. So, for 2 people, what you do is you put down 1 card like that. So it completely removes that one from the game. And then you turn 3 up randomly. So as 2 players, you know that those 3 cards are no longer in the game, so it leaves less for you to have to worry about. You don't know what this card is though. And then the way it works is you would deal 1 card to your opponent, 1 card to yourself, and then here's the draw pile. Now say it's my opponent's turn first. They're going to pick up their card, read it. You and another player secretly compare hands. The player with the lower value of the card is out of the round. But you also get to choose another card. So now you have 2 options. Which now, if you do these in order, and without the other player being able to win the round instantly or get you out of the round, you should be able to win the next hands. As long as your 3 is better than whatever they have. Or if you pull a guard card, which I'll explain in a second. So, I would play the priest. So now, without them seeing, or well, they actually get to see my card, but now I get to see what card this is. So now I know if I played my Baron, I would have lost. Game would have been over. 2 people, game's over. So, now it would be their turn. They pick up a card. Now they have a chance to... actually, no, wait. They must discard this card because now they have a prince in their hand. At the bottom, the Countess says, if you have this card and the king or prince in your hand, you must discard this card. So... me as my opponent, as being this person, now knows that my Countess is gone. But if you played the game at all, you would know that now they have a king or a prince, which they would still beat your Baron. Unless whatever you pick from here ends up being, you know, the princess, which she's actually out of the round. So you're getting a little bit more leeway in that sense. So I would pick a card. Now, the guard is one of the cheapest ways to win. Because at the bottom you see here it says, name a non-guard card and choose another player. If that player has that card, he or she is out of the round. With 2 players, I actually would recommend that you need to have another rule, like a house rule about the guard card, because when I use the priest, I got to see the card. Now I know it's down, and now if I randomly guess prince or king correctly, then I win. So, I'll show you that. So I'm going to say, okay, you have the prince. I believe it was the prince that was picked up. Yep. And they're out of the round. So in a 2-player game, you would end up getting a what they call an essence token, which I think I left at my friend's house, or my girlfriend's house. And the whole point of the game is you get 7 of them to the princess. Which, okay, what I didn't explain is the object. So the object of this game, in the wake of the arrest of Queen Marinera for high treason, none were more heartbroken than her daughter, Princess Annette. Suitors throughout the city-state of Tempest sought to ease Annette's sorrow by courting her to bring some joy into her life. You are one of these suitors trying to get your love letter to the princess. Fortunately, she has locked herself in the palace, so you must rely on intermediaries to carry your message. During the game, you hold one secret card in your hand. This is who currently carries your message of love for the princess. Make sure that the person closest to the princess holds your love letter at the end of the day, so it reaches her first. So, you just basically want to be the last one in the round, and once you get 7 letters to the princess, you win. She falls madly in love with you or whatever. The reason why she's in the game, and if you play her, it says if you discard this card, you're out of the round, which means when you play this card, you lost because you tried to give the letter directly to her. And she was all snobby and like, no. But in a nutshell, that is Love Letter. By Sijai Kanai. Sorry about the pronunciation. I don't. Very good game. Kind of, 10 to 15 minute time waster. I highly recommend it. It's a pretty cool game. Well, as I said, that is Love Letter in a nutshell. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next video.